And we are live. Hello and welcome to the Benefit of a Doubt podcast / YouTube channel. Still getting used to saying that. I'm your host, Adam Dowd. And with me, as always, is Mr. Cliff Thomas. Cliff, how you doing this evening?
Doing great in the Christmas spirit. Ready to talk about some cool accessories. And
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the being in a different room tonight, trying out some new tech. And let's do this thing.
Yeah, let's dive right in. So, you bring up the holidays, and it's very possible that you might be shopping for the MagSafe enthusiast on your list. That's one thing that all of our items this evening have in common. But this time we're talking about something super sexy. I hope you're all sitting down, and I hope you all have a nice candlelit bottle of wine open, and
Rose
you've got the
petals on the
lights
bed.
turned down, because we are going to talk about charging stands. Ooh, that's right.
Baby.
We are talking about charging stands. They do not, the technology sector does not get sexier than charging stands. I mean, you can, and if that's the case, then you can just call us Barry White, because we got a gaggle of charging stands to talk about here. I'm trying to make this sound really exciting. Is it working?
One thing Barry White was very much known for was saying gaggle.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
No, he wasn't.
No, he was not. Okay, so anyway, before I dig myself any deeper into this hole, why don't we just go ahead and dive right in here, shall we? So the first item that we have, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Mr. Review Cam, and I'm not sure, we're going to have a pair of review cams today. So there's one, and there is the other. So
wow.
Yeah, look at that. We're getting fancy. So this right here is the Zen's 4-in-1 modular charging stand. Now, there's a little to like and there's a little to not like about this. First of all, I cannot plug it in and use it in front of you, because it takes a barrel charger, which comes in right there. And that barrel charger is currently up in my bedroom because I did not want to dig behind my dresser to get it out. So you're just going to have to take it from me. It works. Okay. Oh, I'm going to have to watch my right hand here because I'm like, Anyway, so yeah, you're just going to have to take it from me and it works. Now, this is modular, like I said, because it comes with, this is an Apple Watch charger. So you've got your MagSafe charger here for your phone. This right here is a Qi wireless charging stand. And this back here is an iPad stand. So I just happen to have my
charge all the things
iPad here. Now, as you are aware, the iPad does not have any type of wireless or MagSafe charging. So they also send along a handy USB-C cable that you can, you slide in your iPad right there and you plug it in. Nice braided cord, very cool. And so that's how you can charge your iPad. That's why they can call it a 4-in-1 charging stand. Now, I mentioned that it's modular and that this part is separate. There's contact points here, and there's a contact point here, and a contact point here. So this magnetically attaches so that you can charge both your watch and your iPhone. And this is actually kind of a neat little thing. There's a switch on the bottom here for the 40 versus the 44 millimeter watch. So if you see when I switch it, it drops down. And when I switch it back, it pops up. So yeah, they use the same charger for both, but it's modular. So you can put it on this side, or you can put it on this side.
Lots of magnets going on here, I will say.
Right. And now, when I think modular, I think expandable and adaptable. So I know that this is modular. That's nice. I do not know if they are going to have any other modular accessories that you can attach to this. I have asked them, and I have not gotten an answer yet. So all the same, this part you can choose it to suit. Now, this has a USB-C port on the side, like I mentioned before, and they include a braided USB to USB-C cable. But there's also a USB-C connector on the back here. This does not output power. What it's for is so that you can take this with you and you can plug this in to another charger, and then you can charge your Apple Watch separately if you wanted to.
So in that respect, it is modular because it can exist on its own if you just
Yeah,
wanted
so
to
it,
travel.
it can be a standalone Apple Watch charger. I think that's kind of a missed opportunity personally. Like, I think if you have power coming in here and you're connected to here, you should be able to output power through here. So you actually get two USB-C outputs. But at the same time, if you're charging a tablet and a phone and a set of AirPods or whatever and your watch, maybe there's just not enough power to go around. That's very possible because the charger, the plug itself is not terribly large. So it's just very possible that they just couldn't output as much power as you might need for, like,
And it,
all of this plus plugging in a Samsung phone on the other end or something like that.
right.
I don't know. But if you ask me, it's a bit of a missed opportunity. But that's really the one major downside I have to it. The other one is that, like, this is all one unit. This does not come apart or break down in any way. So I'm not going to be traveling with this
I was
anytime,
going to
like,
say it does not look
ever.
very portable. It's not something you'd want to throw in your bag. It's just
No,
yeah.
it is not portable, but we will get to portability in just a little bit, because Cliff has one that's portable, and as do I as well. So, and then the other thing that I'm not particularly fond of is the price of this. This is the most expensive charging stand that we have ever featured on this podcast, but certainly the most expensive one that we have for this evening. This is $179.99, and you can
Woo.
buy this at Zen's website directly, link in the show notes, and I believe you can also buy this at apple.com.
And
So,
one thing
yeah.
I've noticed about it, just in you holding it there, but I'm not there in person, so maybe you can tell me. First of all, it looks like it's got that sort of rubberized coating on it.
Yeah, this is all rubberized. It's actually very kind of nice, actually, really.
I like that,
Mhm.
but it looks like it picks up dust pretty easily.
No, this is the coloring of the thing. So, like, if I can, I don't know if I can zoom in. This is not
Oh,
dust. This
so
is
it's
just
specs.
this is basically the paint job.
Okay, cool.
But I can see why you would think that, because I initially thought that as well, because I'm just like, what the hell? um,
I saw
but
it on the back of the MagSafe charger, and I thought, man, because I mean, some of that rubberized stuff does collect dust, right?
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Wow, that does look terrible. But no, I mean, you can see this does not come off. This is part of the.
Okay.
This
I
is
actually kind of like that now that I see it.
yeah. It's
It's
kind of cool
different.
now. Like, it's funny because this, like, awakens demons in me, because I can't tell you, like, how many times I've snapped a photo of a phone or, like, shot a video of a phone, and there's, like, dust all over the screen that I didn't see while I was shooting it, and I'm just like, mother, and so I gotta go, like, wipe it off and reshoot. But yeah, so this does not come off. This is part of the coloring,
Okay,
even
gotcha.
though it does awaken the demon inside me. So. But yeah, so like I said, this is I mean, it's fairly, and the thing about charging stands is they're fairly straightforward. So I mean, it's not like we can get into a whole lot of detail here. But yeah, so it's nice, and this I was showing before while you were talking, this bends up and
Angle
down,
just a
which I
little
guess
bit.
I
Definitely,
guess is important. But
definitely would be the kind of charging stand that I would want to keep at my desk, like actually, next to my MacBook Pro as an example, because
yeah.
it's very, I mean, it's definitely got some nice design elements to it.
Hmm.
I mean, in that very like, because did you say this is from the company's from the Netherlands?
Well, when they shipped it to me, it came from the Netherlands, so I assume that's where they're based.
Well, it's
But yeah.
definitely got that sort of Scandinavian like functional design aesthetic to it, that sort of minimalism, but also
Yeah.
having that function to it. I mean, I mean, I could definitely see wanting this on my desk for
Trying
sure.
to center this in both review cams, and it's not going well. But anyway, yeah. So it's nice. I like it. This is the one that I actually keep next to my bed, and I've gotten into the
Mm,
habit of actually taking my iPad upstairs and charging that back here as well. So it's really nice. I'm actually in the process of reviewing a Garmin watch right now, so I haven't been charging my Apple Watch every day like I normally have to. But we'll be talking about that nearer the end of the month. But yeah, so this
right.
is Zen's charging stand, 4-in-1 modular charging station, $179.99, and you can pick that up with the link in the description. So now let's talk about the one that actually does reside by my desk. this off to the side here, and this is a similar
Hmm.
guy that we got from our friends at Mophie. So this is a 3-in-1 charging stand. This is a MagSafe charger here. This is a Qi wireless charging, which you can use, presumably for AirPods, but I've actually charged my Pixel 7 on here fairly often. And then this is actually a thing that holds the charger that comes with the Apple Watch, which, if you ask me, considering their asking price for this, is a little bit cheap. But this is also pretty much plastic across the board. So like this is, rather bendy, and this one is rather bendy, and I think this actually comes off. So it's supposed to. That's okay. So obviously I had to do a little bit of cable management with the cable from the Apple Watch charger. Now, like, this isn't too bad because obviously you get a charger with your watch. So it's not like they're asking a whole lot for you to like get a separate watch charger. This also uses a barrel connector. I think you might be able to see better on this angle here. So there's a proprietary barrel connector, which is actually over here. So that's pretty decent. This one is just under $100 at $99.99. This one you can pick up on Amazon. This one is from our friends at Mophie. Like I said, like I showed you before, this kind of tilts up and down. Now, the reason I kind of like this is you can see the Apple Watch charger. Oops, I did my mouse there. Actually slips in underneath my desk, so I can have this like up against these shelves here, and it's kind of nice. So,
I see.
It's actually kind of a pain trying to slip the Apple Watch in there, but usually what I'll do is I'll just pull it out, pop the watch on, and then push it back. So it makes it super easy. But yeah, so $99.99, not a bad deal for a 3-in-1 charger. You can use your phone and your watch and your AirPods all at the same time. Beautiful things. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's move on. This is going to be probably a fairly rapid fire version of this particular podcast. So now we're going to move on to the one I'm second most excited about but actually, like, on further consideration, I might actually be most excited about this one. But all right, I'm gonna turn off the review cams, and we're gonna switch over to Cliff's portion here, which is the iLive 3-in-1 wireless charging stand that I have a photo of right
before you. Okay.
Here. Oh, okay.
Nice. Sorry. No, it's fine. So iLife was nice enough to send us their 3-in-1 wireless charging stand. Now, this is not MagSafe. It's the only one of the three that we're reviewing today that is purely just Qi charging.
Right.
Now, right out of the box, there's something that I want to say that I really like about this compared to the two that you talked about previously, and that's the fact that it's not charged off of a barrel charger. In fact, it charges via a USB-C.
Oh, it does. Okay, cool.
And with both of those, that's that you talked about previously. That's actually something I would be annoyed with, because I don't know if they just didn't want to include a higher wattage, standard chart, AC adapter in the box. I really don't know. But I mean, USB-C to me is a standard, and if you lose the charger for one of the two that
it's not a big deal.
Well, for this, then it's not, right? But with the two that you have, which, by the way, are considerably more expensive than this iLive unit, then, you're going to have to either find something that's compatible, which is really hard to do, or you're going to have to order it from them, and that's going to be expensive. But yeah, so that's the first thing I want to talk about just in general. So thank you to iLife for making this USB-C. So the pictures that I took.
I was going to say, you've got a little video here that I thought
I do. So
hop on here real quick. So
you can see it's got a little RGB light action going on there to show you when it's charging. The phone that I have on there is an iPhone 10s Max, I think, actually. And then my Apple Watch 8.
Yeah, the Series 8.
Right, the Series 8, exactly.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, exactly. But what's nice about this, and if you want to, whenever you want to bring it back to me,
the first one. Oh, bring it back to you. Okay.
Yeah. So right now I've got this collapsed. When we talk about one of these being portable, right? You can see.
Oh, that is freaking sexy. I'm just gonna say
it is very compact. There's your USB.
Okay.
Let's see.
Trying
to get the contrast so you can.
That's okay. That's okay. We know there's a USB-C.
You know it's there. There's your RGB lighting strip on the front, but this collapses when you're not using it. And then there's your Qi wireless charging for your phone. And what's nice about that is if you are someone like me who uses both Android and Apple phones that's compatible with both, it just doesn't lock on there like you would have, which is nice for
MagSafe,
for MagSafe for sure. And then this little part right here, let's see if I can get it to focus. Pops out for your Apple Watch. Cool. It's very nice. And then it's a little harder to see, but then you can also charge your AirPods or AirPods Pro, not wirelessly, but with a lightning connector.
Oh, that's a lightning connector back there.
Exactly. Okay. So I guess technically, I don't know if you could do it both at the same time, but you could. I guess technically you could put an iPhone on there. I just wouldn't recommend it because it's a tiny little adapter sticking up. Probably not a good idea.
I wouldn't do that.
No. But this weighs next to nothing. And actually, I don't think you could charge both at the same time because the rating on this is 10 watts. So it's not a rapid charger, which is fine. This is supposed to be a wireless charger, and I think that's the limit that Apple has on it. So, yeah, I really like how compact this is. It does have some little strips on the bottom so that it doesn't slide around. I don't know if you can see that there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I've really enjoyed using this. I've had it for my bedside for a few days. And
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the thing I really like about it is the fact that it is so compact that it just folds up.
Right.
I mean, you can stick that in your pocket.
And, or in your jacket, especially if you have a jacket like yours that has a million pockets.
Yeah.
Very portable. Also, it is the least expensive of the 3 charging units that we have. I believe right now it's $59.99, which I feel like is very reasonable if you're traveling. And the fact that you could actually use the same adapter to charge, technically, like if you have a MacBook Pro, which will charge via USB-C, and then also take this with you and just swap them out and do wireless charging by your bedside.
Yeah.
So that to me is such a convenient thing, to be a convenience if you're traveling, to be able to just take one charging cable and that'll charge basically all of your accessories.
Yeah.
Again, why I think barrel chargers are annoying. Although I don't think either of the two that you had are really meant to be something that you travel with. So
no, they are definitely not. But the last one that I have is meant to travel, and we should talk about like barrel chargers versus USB-C someday, just because that is a decent topic. But let's bring Mr. Review Cam back. I got excited about this one when I first saw it, and I'm a little less excited, honestly, now that I've seen yours. But this is the Cube charger from Anker. So this is roughly about 2 inches by 2 inches by 2 inches. It's a little bit taller than I think it is deep or wide. In fact, you know what? Let's just.
It's got got his caliper out, and it's a little. I see it's got a little hingy poo on there.
Yeah. So it's a. Oh, that was weird. Is that? Yeah. All right. So that's why don't buy a cheap caliper. So that's 60 millimeters deep. And it is 64 millimeters. So yeah, it's a little bit taller than it is deep, but that's okay. We'll forgive it. But yes, so there is a hinge on here. Well, first of all, the Apple Watch charger pops out to the side, and then this has a hinge on it so that you can tilt your MagSafe charger up, and you might notice this little logo on the back. This is also a Qi wireless charger back here, so you can charge your AirPods, or I'm just looking. Do I have what do I have here? I'm just dropping stuff all over the place. Here we go. Soundcore audio earbuds that you can charge back there.
There you go.
Or whatever, But yeah, so I really like this. And when I found out that I was going to be going to CES, I'm like, oh, this is like the first thing in my bag. Because, I'm going to be I'm going to be using, actually, I'll probably end up using not this Garmin, but my other Garmin. I'll probably use that at CES just because I don't want to have to take a cable for it. Yeah. And we'll talk about that at the end of the month too. But, and you know what's also fun, is kind of funny is, I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually like a mirror back here.
I saw that. Yeah.
I don't know why, but like maybe I can check my makeup or something while I'm, before I get on the air or something. But no, like, I don't know why this is like such a shiny mirrored surface.
Just a little design element, you know.
It is. It's cute. But yeah, so you like, this is such a tiny, and you know, like I said, I'm a little jealous of yours because it's not as tiny as yours.
It looks like it'd be a little heftier too.
It's heftier. This is all I think is it metal, or it's very heavy. I don't know if it's metal or if it's a polycarbonate, but yeah, it's like this part is definitely metal back here. But man, it's just like, and it's so fun because, you know, you could just stick your phone on there, and then you can put your watch on the side, stick your earbuds on the back, and it's like, you know, it's
a battery too, right?
It is not. This one is not a battery.
See that? Okay, now I don't understand why it's so chunky.
Yeah, no, I get that. But I mean, there's charging coils here. There's charging coils here, and there's charging coils here.
That's so I mean, like, I didn't even think about the stack charging coils. That's true.
Yeah. But no, if you want a battery, I can do a battery.
You can run off of the battery. I mean,
from our friends at Mophie, I've got this MagSafe battery.
Synergy.
Which is, and that turns into a stand as well. So that's kind of fun. And it has a USB-C port. So this is kind of like a charging stand. That's how I'm going to justify its presence in this video, because it has a USB-C port that it can output power with as well. But anyway, so that is going to do it for this particular roundup here, because we just had the 4 just how many charging stands you need to talk about in one single video,
and I think Adam has mentioned this, but there will be links for each of these.
Yes,
some of these will be to Amazon, and then I think, at least for mine, it's just going to link to the to iLive's website,
and Zen's as well,
right? But you know, if you do click one of our links from Amazon and you decide to purchase something, then I just want you to know that the benefit of the doubt does receive a little cut, and you're helping to support, to help make these videos happen. So we appreciate it, of course.
We very much do appreciate it. I'm trying to set up the thumbnail here to see if I can get this going. But what do we think? Is that a pretty good thumbnail? Except for
I like it.
Crap in the back here. Let me put my iPad here or something.
There you go.
There we go. Beautiful. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of the caliper. Okay. It's almost like I don't have a terribly messy desk. All right. Let me just toss this up there. Boom. That's our thumbnail, baby.
Yeah, with Review Cam Duo.
With Review Cam Part 2. Yeah. All right, so let's remove that, and let's get out of solo mode, because nobody ever wants to see this much me. Okay, and so I think that is going to do it for this roundup. If you're watching this around your holidays, I want to wish you a happy and safe holiday. And if you're watching this around the new year, I want to wish you a happy and safe new year. And if you happen to be watching this, 4 months down the line on Arbor Day, happy Arbor Day, baby.
Yeah.
So, that's the beautiful thing about YouTube. You can, this is evergreen content. You can listen to this anytime. You can watch it anytime.
There's a joke in there with Arbor Day and evergreen. I'm just saying.
That is, I thought about that as I was saying it, but we're not gonna go
more synergy.
But anyway, I want to say, thanks for tuning in and for checking out the show. If you liked what you saw, if you liked what you heard, make sure you subscribe to this podcast and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because we're doing content on both now. It still sounds weird to say that. And if you really enjoyed what you saw, give us a like, give us a review on your podcast player. Click the subscribe button, click the like button, leave a comment down below. We're still looking for names for our review cams, Review Cam and Review Cam Do. And if you have any of these charging stations, let us know how you like them down in the comments. We can start a whole conversation down there. That's how this works. So I'd like to thank co-producer Cliff for all of his hard work behind the scenes and for coming on and telling us about the iLive charging station and for providing the best color analyst in the tech that there is. But most of all, and as always, I would like to thank you for listening and for giving us the benefit of the doubt. Smooth as butter, baby.
Butter.